Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on Risk of Rain. I am kind of just gonna be attempting, as per the information I was told in the comments below on one of our older videos. I'm trying out an Eclipse difficulty just to see what it's all about. Really, we're gonna go as the engineer just because I want to have a little helping hand. So we start, I think, each wave with 50% of our max HP, which is criminal. And it starts on monsoon difficulty, which isn't too bad. We will survive. So I'm gonna see how difficult this really is. One problem I'm gonna have with this map is where the blue portal spawns in. That's going to be a bit of a problem. Also, our turrets spawn at 50% HP, which is also criminal. So we're definitely gonna try our best to stack as much healing items as we can. But there isn't any artifacts in this mode. Maybe I have to unlock them separately. I'm not too sure. So currently we don't even have the artifact of command like we normally do, which allows us to choose what we get. We just have to suffer on through. So if I can get a health item, then we'll go and quickly mess around with those. That's not health, but I'll take it anyway because it is still a good item to have. Every time we interact with the interactable, it shoots out a bunch of fireworks that'll kill things for us. Very helpful stuff. I'm not seeing any more of anything, to be honest. I mean, there's this here, which I don't see any mocha. Ooh, we are incredibly lucky. There's a bustling fungus. Hello, you. Yeah, have a taste of the mine, I guess. That works too. Let's see. What is this? The topaz? No, repulsion armor plate. That's not a bad item to try and get a hold on. We don't have a turret charge, so I'm just gonna have to do that. Die. Kaboom. Beautiful. Let's quickly grab ourselves some more items because we know we need them. Armor piercing bullets is pretty good for extra damage against the bosses when we don't really have a choice on what we have. Whoa. Thankfully we can dodge stuff. But yeah, when we don't really get a choice on what items we get, it's definitely going to be a take whatever we buy situation unless it's a cursed object. There are a lot of ranged enemies here, I feel. Just gonna have to play it a bit more careful is all. Okay, now there's a ton more ranged enemies. Any chests up here? No? Well, it's a good enough spot to take a little bit of a break, though. Where we can hopefully, quickly get rid of all of these disturbances. Perfect. There are more disturbances. They're over this side, so we're just going to throw out some mines. Looks about right to me. Yeah, we'll leave that. Leave them to deal with that. Here you go, have some mines. Thank you. There's some equipment chests and stuff over this way. But anyway, we've kept this starting bit a little bit too long, in my personal opinion. Actually, I just came to realize that I'm kind of delaying it. So on that note, now that we have our footing, we have a healing item already. You know, we are pretty much a little bit set here. We're gonna be back a little bit stronger. All right. So even though we are, you know, at only stage 2, we are doing pretty good. I'm just doing like a small little update. We got another bustling fungus, so our like radius is bigger, which is really good along with the healing. We have an extra life, another amazing thing to have. Another stone titan. Why is there 2 of you? I get that it's stage 2, but there shouldn't be 2 of you. I just want to kill one now. There we go. Stand back in that to heal up. So we got the another one of the shaped shrines, which, as those who know what it does, it essentially has gifted us another extra life. Whoa. And then our equipment item is also an extra little life. So we are smooth sailing for this level. Beautiful. What is that? A war horn? I believe that is in regards to my equipment item, which I'm not able to use until I die. So you know that's so good. We'll oh well we'll take it. We'll take it. It's whatever. Anyway, the nice thing about it is this one has gone so much better than the first wave's boss, because the first wave's boss we actually nearly lost. But regardless, we've gotten all of the items that we can find in this wave. We're about to complete it. The portal thing, sadly, I discovered it was all the way up there. Couldn't get it, so we are going to another normal stage. But for now, let's hope we get a bit stronger. Alright, so let us get this wave done now, hopefully. The key items that we've gotten actually from this place is we've gotten 2 wisps. Sorry, we've gotten a wisp, gasoline, a 5-leaf clover somehow. We got extremely lucky with that 5-leaf clover. I don't know if we can actually win this fight. These clay June Striders are my worst enemy. Fight that. Whoa. We'll just stay up here so that I can stay safe from those. So these guys are our worst enemy. But so we got the Will-O-Wisp, a 5-leaf clover, a gasoline, and an ATG missile, which is incredible, especially for our build. I'm actually happy we are sitting up here. I just need to move every now and then. Oh no, I was hoping that wouldn't happen. I can't stand there anymore. Okay, we need to put up a defensive thing so that we do not die here, and we can just rain some more of these down like that. In fact, we actually need to start doing some more damage. Now, hopefully this does start firing off a lot more damaging projectiles. I want to try and stay up here as long as I can, just in order to try and hopefully survive. Oh. Well, there goes that, I suppose. I actually don't even know how we died there. I just know we did. And I'm upset by it. Now, why are we facing 2 bosses? I will never know. What does this do now? Oh, I found out how we're dying. He keeps shooting the claw right beneath us, and that does AoE damage, killing us. Finally. Holy cow, that was without a doubt terrifying. But we got their, I'm actually really surprised we got their yellow item there. That's insanely good of a drop. Another thing is, we got the, we have 2 of these prayer beads now, so the next time we find a scrapper, I'm going to say screw it and scrap them in order to get 15 additional stats. I don't actually know what the stats do, but we take it. I do want to just see this. Okay. So if actually, that could be really good if we get enough of the gestures. But it's going to be a lot more difficult to get gestures because we are going to have to actively reroll them ourselves. But it is a doable feat, as we can see here. I'm actually surprised with how lucky we've gotten on those. There we go. Here we go. Here's our luck change. This is what I'm talking about. The lack of luck. Come on, gesture. Not seeing any more gestures coming out of this bundle, and we can't really re-roll this an infinite amount of time because I can't really I can't have an infinite amount of coins now, can I? Can we get a gesture? Hello, I've taken 1 thing from you. It disabled itself. Oh, I don't think we have enough. That's it. Yeah, I don't think we have enough. I just cost us like half of my thing. Oh well, that's fine. How long? We actually have a permanent healing ball going down. Dio is such a good item, but I don't really want to risk Wisp and the ATG. We're gonna have to ignore it. We're gonna have to leave it. That's such a shame. But it's better this way. Alright, let's head on out. So the difficulty of the enemies is incredibly high already, which is upsetting, but you know, we survive, I guess, kind of. Maybe not in this area. I know there's a legendary chest here, but the mortars are on this map kill us without a doubt. I'm gonna just put those two there and wish them the best because they are already dying. Yeah, that was to be expected given the difficulty of this area. Excuse me, do you mind just not doing that? Thank you. So how much money do we need to open this? Ah, perfect, we can open it. Give me another gasoline. Actually, that might be a lifesaver of an item to get. I'm just gonna absorb all of those, thank you. I don't know what's hurting you, but here I have some more mines. Ow. Ow. Okay, we're gonna pop that down because we don't feel like dying just yet, and we're going to siphon the HP of our enemies. It's siphoned, idiots. You cease to exist. You are no longer allowed to exist. Thank you. You stop it. Get away from me. Get away. And as you can tell, we are now getting mortared. We're also getting spat on by those worm things, which I don't even know how we're actually getting spat on by them. We're gonna put this down and put that down and put these down and hope for the best because and we're dead. Oh, that's so upsetting. Okay, so not having the ability to do artifacts, now that's a huge change that I wasn't really willing to take on just yet. Ooh, that is a shame. Okay, okay. But it's fine. We're gonna do a quick normal run this time just because I want a little bit of a dopamine boost. I want to get as many strong items as we can before we have to go back through a simulacrum in another episode. But let's have a look. So we're gonna quickly sort out what we want and then which character we're gonna play. All right, so we chose 3 different artifacts. Monsters drop items. We get to choose items, and every stage we will become a random survivor. So right now we're the artificer. I hate to say it, personally, my least favorite of the classes, but you know what? We roll with what we got. We just gotta fight things until we get strong enough, or at least get a few items so that we can do the boss fight and move on with this place. I mean, the Artificer isn't too weak, to be honest. We just have to play them safe, play them properly, like that. We can use that to do that, which is a free execute. But again, we're gonna have to play them quite carefully here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually having to reteach myself the abilities here. We don't have the Swiss cheese artifact on, so we shouldn't be dealing with too many enemies like we normally do. Or like what I normally am used to anyway. But again, I am going to essentially just try and get some items here, and we'll be back when we're ready to face the boss, if we can even make it to that stage. Because this is kind of deadly, and I also need to probably land the right clicks. But anyway, we'll be back when we can make it to the boss. Alright, so I thought, you know, we've been sitting here, we've been waiting for quite a while. Let's have a look if we can actually beat this guy. Now, I'm not too confident, I won't lie. But a Beetle Queen might just be doable. Because if we can just stack a bunch of status effects, we just don't want to get hit by any of those. We are going to try and just whittle out the horde. Now, as it is with a majority of these things, this is just going to become a battle of attrition. Just we are going to essentially attempt to do as much damage as we can constantly. And just like that, we win. Nice and easy. We even get a nice old item here. We're going to take that. We don't want a beetle card. Don't know why, but I am very pleased. We're now finally going to get an actual damaging item. I went and got myself 5 will-o-wisps, 5 prayer beads, just because I thought, hey, it's kind of funny, the idea of behind them. Why not utilize them? Now, my only wish is to get out of this area so I can change which survivor I am playing as, and also hopefully be able to find the blue portal. I'm going to see if I can maybe get up to 10 prayer beads in the next wave, and then we'll go through when we have a bunch of stacks from them. But I mean, currently we're already sitting at 7, and I want to just sacrifice all the prayer beads I have to the altar god. Come on, you. Very short range. But anyway, off we go. Let's find out what new character we get this time around. Let's have a look, shall we? Again, it changes every single stage. What are we this time? We are the Huntress. Okay, we can make do with this. So the Huntress, we now do this, and every time we do a crit, we shoot out more than just the basic arrows. It is a bit more difficult to do. I also have the wrong shift on, which is upsetting. This only allows me to go in a straightforward line, but we will have to just deal with it. For now, we're just going to essentially attempt to get more items. See if we can quickly find where the blue orb is located. Climb this tree here. I've fallen. Okay, I guess I'll just do that. There we go. Kill you. Kill you. Hello, thank you. I just need to be able to see atop of this one thing here. To see if the blue orb is up there. And essentially, I just have to hope it's not up there. I think it's up there, or at least I'm hoping it is. Because if it isn't, there doesn't actually seem to be a way for us to get over there. Wait, maybe there is, maybe there is. So it's not over there. Ow. That's fine. We heal up because of the Titanic Curl, which is really nice. So if I do this... Yeah, it worked. Aha. I actually don't even think I needed to use the R ability. Anything here? No, it's not here either. Which could mean it's over there. Because it isn't on that there. So it should be over the side. Again, we should just be able to go right over nice and easy. And then it should be right here. There it is. Beautiful. So now we can actually go through. I'm going to see if I can maybe get an extra 4 prayer beads. And then we'll sacrifice our willows, which is fine. But we're going to try and get more willow prayer beads and more joy in our life, essentially. And we'll see how that goes. But for now, we're just gonna have to try not to die to this. Oh, hello, Gup. I'm leaving now. You can have fun with that. Who's a good guppy? Not you. Care to explain to me why you have yet to explode, guppy? Damn it. Well, that worked for them. Hiya. Okay. Hiya. Hiya. Come on, you're going to die now. Okay. Oh, you even dropped me the first item of the stage. Very thoughtful. Mind doing it again? Why are there so many of them here? I actually am getting a little scared here. We might be getting overwhelmed. Play it safe, lads. Play it safe. Keep playing it safe, lads. How was I hitting that? Does the R have an auto aim function too? Because last I checked, it was possible to miss that. I'm not too sure. But anyway, we got our first item of this stage right there. We're going to just take the mocha. Beautiful. And now, we aren't at all any stronger. We still don't have our prayer beads. And we're going to be chilling for a while. So we'll be back very soon. Alright, so we are 1 prayer bead short. But regardless, I want to just say that due to my little bit of rambling, this video has gone on for quite some time already. So I'm going to essentially, I was going to see maybe we can stack as many prayer beads as possible, and at the end, just before the final fight, we were to remove it. But I'm going to be real, I don't have that much of a patience right now. It is very late and I am quite tired. So what we're going to attempt to do is speedrun the rest of this. Now that does mean that we could die, which is why I'm just getting ourselves ready. Yeah, where is it? So we're going to get as many gestures as this one wave allows, which is only 4, which is fine. We're going to get 4 of those, and we're going to get a tonic. Now we are going to be drank. We're also going to now remove these. So we just got a boost Plus HP regen, plus damage. I think that's what it said. I'm, to be honest, not too sure. What I do want to get from here though is probably that, just so that we do more damage. I am one green item short. Skirt will sacrifice three of those. That's fine. Let's quickly grab ourselves another prayer bead. Toss in all of those. Get ourselves another red item. This time around, what should we take? That one would be funny. This one's funny. So we're gonna take the funny one. But let's see. I don't know if this actually keeps us as the chef. We're gonna find out now. Again, I'm gonna attempt to speed run the rest of these. So I hope you guys are ready to see the fact that as soon as I find that portal, we're activating the bad boy. Oh, we actually didn't stay as the chef. We changed. Where is the portal? I don't actually know. This is actually a incredibly good character to get, especially when we wanting to do some speed running. Because this character is one of the most overpowered characters in this game. Um, as long as I can keep my stats low. For this, we're going to take another Will-O-Wisp, just because that is always good to have. Let's quickly jump across here. I think the portal's this way. I can't actually tell where it is. I believe it's this way. Molotov. Yeah, it's right here. Perfect. Let's quickly toggle this bad boy and let's get fighting. So this is just because we're trying to see if I can now beat the boss with, I mean, we have 2 red items. We should be plenty able, to be honest. Okay, this is good, and bam, easily defeated that boss. We're just going to now melt. Now, the really cool thing about this guy is that as this mode, essentially, the more you take damage, the longer you stay in this mode. I don't know if it also works as the more you do damage. I don't really remember, to be honest. But one thing is for certain is that we need to just stay alive. Because I want to see if we can get to the end while speedrunning it so that we don't actually take 7 years to get there. But again, I mean, chances are that we die if we're going to be speedrunning. And that's a risk I'm willing to take for the funny, But these still take ages, so we'll be back when these are done. Alright, so now we are moving on to our next area. Now we're playing as the Loader, which is really an interesting guy. Especially for someone like me who hasn't a clue on actually how to play him anymore. I know the right click is like a grappling hook, but I'm gonna be honest, that's all I remember. I'm also pretty sure there's a special chest in this map, so we're gonna attempt to find that if we can. We're gonna have to see. It doesn't look like it's here. Oh, there it is. It's okay, so it's up there. We know where it is. That's good. We just now need to get some money, so we're gonna do some damage to things. You there? Come here. Thank you. Perfect. Doing damage just how we are meant to. Loader actually might be a really fun character to play in the future, just as an actual class. I'm not gonna lie, I am very much thinking it, so we will have to see how that goes in the future. But for now, let's see if we can maybe start going up. We can. Beautiful. I do want to just see, is the blue portal thing there? No, I don't know where it spawns on this map, sadly, so I can't go around hunting for it. Is it on this? It is. We need 3,700 for that, but this is what I want to activate real quick, and now let's go make some money. Alright, so we actually had a ton of fun with this guy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of looking at playing as him in another actual full run, because he is a ton of fun, and depending on how well you actually build him, he's super strong too. I mean, just look at that. And just like that, every single one of them are dead. I mean, is that not just insane? We're going to take the ice band here. We're going to take another wisp here. Now we take another mocha, another mocha. We want essentially 10 of these just so that we are strong. And then we are on to the next wave essentially. And this is where it becomes a case of whether we want to or not, we will be moving on. Just realized that we actually got a yellow item too. We're going to take another wisp because we don't have enough of those just yet. I think we have enough mochas now. Let's start stacking some bleed. We actually need one more mocha. I lied. Perfect. And then we'll take that. Here we go. Here we can start another bleed. So now we start healing items really quick. We start just doing everything nice and quick. Let's go over. I'm gonna see. Maybe we come as another really cool survivor. If we don't, then we're just going to be back at the final boss fight. We'll have to see. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. I forgot that this is the void map, which is really not good for us because I'm now terrified. I hate doing the void map. It typically always leads to my death. But we did get really lucky in the sense that we are engineer. We're just gonna plop those bad boys down and pray. Yeah, I didn't think so. We don't do enough damage. I built us to be able to attack things, not just sit around and hope and pray. And I also didn't build us to be fighting void enemies. Oh. We're just gonna have to be careful. That's essentially how it goes. But I'm not gonna lie, lads. I'm pretty sure this is where the run will end. If it doesn't end here, then hooray. If it does end here, not a big surprise. Hello. Beautiful. Am I just dying and not being around me? Cease your existence. Garrett. Another tri-tip, thank you. We activated a gooby, which is really good for us. Let's go and activate another one of these things. Some molotovs, whatever. Honestly, just trying to get this over and done with because we are so going to die. Yeah, that's exactly why I say we're going to die, because this guy right here. See that? That right there is my main cause of concern. Like, how can you say I'm going to survive any of this when I'm clearly not too fit for this? What? I am egg. Give me tri-tip. Sir Gobi. Yes, Sir Gobi, throw down more, please. I sit inside with you. We are safe now forever. That is what you are promising me, right, Sir Gobi? I am terrified. I'm so scared. I am terrified. At this rate, I'm pretty sure we're just gonna die out because we keep on jumping off into the infinite mist because I keep trying to just get over somewhere safe. Thank you. Just quickly buy myself some health back. Beautiful. Now, again, absolutely terrified because of just one simple factor. We just had to fight off 2 jailers, and those things will one-shot you when they die. With a moving projectile. It's terrifying stuff, really. But regardless of the fact, we are strong enough, we're fast enough, we are an engineer, which we didn't actively build for because I genuinely didn't think we would ever get engineer with all of the choices. But regardless, I do want to speak about what I want to do for the next Risk of Rain episode, and that is going to be a bit of modded content. There's this one really, really cool modded character that is essentially it's a voidling. It's a special kind of voidling though, and it utilizes a really, really unique system of like data management and everything, which I myself deem to be extremely dope. Also, we were the captain for a bit, so we do have defensive microbots, which is insane copying, insane item to get randomly out of the blue, because that is essentially projectiles can't hurt us. I wonder if that counts as one that we can become immune to. So far, I haven't seen that being the case. But yes, we will. So for the next Risk of Rain content, there's going to be a really cool modded character we're going to be playing as, along with maybe some goofy other ones that aren't too well coded, but we will see how it goes. Alright, so we actually very surprisingly made it through this area. I think we're going up now to have a look-see and see if we have properly gotten through. It says to go to the Deep Void, which means we're going to be fighting the final Warden boss, which, I mean, I'm not going to lie. Every time we fought him so far, we've fought him once. Let's just hope for the best here, lads. We are pretty stacked when it comes to some of the items, and we're not too far in. The difficulty is a nightmare to deal with. We do have a decent amount of movement speed, especially when we're drinking, and we get to be the captain. Not the captain, the commando, which isn't that bad, especially given our items. Actually, this is really good. I also just remember there's only one of these guys, so this might go really well. If he took damage. There we go. Ow. He has a ton of HP. Yeah, defensive microbots go. Okay, he's gonna fly through a portal. We're gonna follow him through a crack. Hurry it up. Why am I in A? This way, we're just gonna have to really speed run this because I am constantly stop it. Constantly taking damage. Stop it. Let me through. Stop it. I didn't think about regenerating items. Alright, we're fine. Go defensive microbots. Go defensive microbots, go. Hide. It's too high. Just shoot him. It's no longer too high. Hide. Oh, I see how it works now. Just shoot him. You're not sucking me into your black hole this time, fucker. You see him try right there. Not this time. But Dave. Quickly, into the hole. Oh. Okay, this is very confusing, but whatever. Nice and easy, nice and quick. Where am I? I need to be over there. I see. It's dependent on where he is. Lead to sudden death, I beg. Whoa. Okay, we're fine. Jump just in case. Keep on blasting. Now this, I won't lie, normally I get builds strong enough so that we can execute people relatively easily. This time around, I didn't end up doing that. Did we just win? I've never beaten this boss before, mainly because I've never really wanted to fight him. I think we just won. Leave. I think we might have just won. I can't believe I just won against this boss. That's actually insane. This is crazy. Okay, well that is a shame. There isn't any cutscene or anything cool to be shown, like with some of the other endings. But regardless, as always, guys, this has been a really long video, and I'm so sorry for that. Definitely was not my intention. In the end, though, I hope you guys did enjoy. I know I did. It was actually quite fun being able to having the swapping random survivors every time. It really made me like play Artificer again after so long and try out the chef for like 2 seconds, playing as the Void Fiend and getting the captain's like rare defensive microbots is so cool. But regardless, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. Again, I'll see you guys in the next one where we're going to be doing a little bit of a modded play. But until then, I'll see you guys. Peace out.